Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I haven't ever actually seen Gale play. I'm not sure what team they run. Obviously, we've seen Sunny a lot. Loves his Azriel, his Photo, his Yang, his Heart. But looks like he's rocking the Yang Azriel at first right now.
Yeah, the last few days I've been trying to sneak into Sunny stream. He sounds like he's been really trying to bully people lately. Like, legitimately just trying to bully people. He's still trolling, but he's bullying. So, still could be rocking that trend right here.
That's fair. It sounds like an Azriel player at heart.
I know, right?
All right. It looks like we're ready to start, I believe.
Gale's ready. Like, quite literally, readied up and ready to go. We're waiting on Sunny.
Yeah.
There we go. Answering the call. Hazama High.
That's an interesting team. Okay.
Seems like a pretty
seeing what he does with them.
Seems like a pretty useful team to play against the likes of Azriel and Yang in my mind. Hazama cited as typically a very elusive character. One that also can poke from really long ranges. And so having an orbital or a Palebringer behind that just sounds really obnoxious for Yang and Azriel to deal with. But we're going to have to see how that pans out as we get into the first game.
Oh, it's clipped.
Clipped is a way to put it lightly. The second one, lucky to get out of the corner, but finds Yang on the backside.
It's a pretty nice combo. Decent damage.
Yeah, missed the ender, but was far enough away to where Sunny wasn't going to check out of the corner anyway. Cross combo pressure. Getting ready for the burst. And by using the burst to get him in, that means he's not going to get away from this combo or this setup either.
Oh, he drops it.
There's a lot of drops going over there. It's like a Jenga tower. Sunny, don't think you're dropping this. Kept it real short and making sure to keep Gale locked into the corner, but finds himself wedged in the sandwich burst to get out of dodge. 2 for 2 with burst. They both been defensive burst.
Yep. That's a good push block. Okay, take him back to the corner. Gonna kill it? Yeah.
Time for it. Easily done. And I'm surprised he actually got away from the burst, especially since Sunny was using the delay burst, but gets to get away from the meter as well. Nice by Sunny to make sure that Gale can't jump over and force the sandwich just yet. When he gets a clip!
Ooh.
That's a big drop.
Big DP.
Yeah.
Alright, game 1 to Gale.
My eyes haven't deceived me.
Gale, the muscle cop, looking strong out there. And it was just able to string together enough hits. I mean, we were talking about the one impressive Hazama combo, but really being able to just set the tempo and get offensive use out of cross combos. Sunny, I can't even remember if Sunny got one. He got 2 big bursts from blocks just to like break momentum, but he was never really able to get started. Like no cross combos, didn't see any big Valiant charges out of Azriel or anything. So like, Gale was just really good at keeping Sunny contained that game.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised that we didn't see a bit more air and kind of neutral play from the Hazama last time. But
me too. But I want to say that's kind of credited to the fact that, again, he has two really good assists. Palebringer and Orbital. So I imagine that Hazama just has to be in the neighborhood to capitalize on it. Just like he did off the 4P right there.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, DP works out. Ooh, the armor came through.
Too early on the firecracker though, but yo, eventually gets a buy one, get one free deal, and this one is huge. Taking Hazama off the table. The pickup on Hyde was there, that would have been so much more.
Oh, he had a button. Yeah. I'll get clipped by the overhead. That could be dead.
A lot of meters getting bumped in.
USA! For the reset instead.
USA!
Okay. A little reset Americano over there.
That was a
Chumps
goofy.
like these aren't
reset,
gonna
bro.
let them fight beside me.
I can't give him no credit for that one. That literally just looked like a drop combo, but with what he was going for, pulling Gale out of the corner, like he's the bully. He's just the bully. But that's what you got to do in a tag game like Blazblue. And that's enough to get Sunny on the board, equal us up, equalize us. I'll find the right word one day. Got it locked up one apiece. Is going into the third bout. And see, that's the kind of thing that Gale's really gotta pay some caution to. Is just like not being able to keep Sunny contained from a knockdown or just locked in the cross combo pressure, and Sunny just being able to, I don't want to say burst out, because I mean that's the technical term. Just being able to like break out, wiggle his way out of a combo or a setup, and just find any straight hit. Because when Sunny gets straight confirmed, he does get decent damage. Partially because of the characters, but also because he's just like really good at picking up spares. Can't fight his way out of that combo.
Came through.
That boy high.
One of the best assist characters in the game.
And Gale's been making pretty good use of all three of the assists. Like, gotten a couple of big sequences from the 4 Ps as of late, but gotten good use out of. Oh, yeah, you got burnt down. My man, you got kicked in the chest. Jesus, we got.
Oh, he went for it. Okay, good to see.
Yeah, but I mean, Hazama still got rocked.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, no.
Now it's Yang's turn. Doesn't have a lot of meter across combo to work with, so that's not going to be the most damaging, but that will be.
Oh, okay.
And a little too early on the 2B to get the armor out there.
I think so.
That's another break that Gale needs. Gets to pick up with the chains as well.
Oh, he does that.
Alright, he's got 2 more meters if he needs it. Better use it. Valor is soloing with the vortex. Gets the sandwich on the incoming as well. Things are looking so good for Gale. Holding on the resonance.
Oh.
And that was well done by Gale. Gets his 2 meters, so he wants to dump it into a super. The options on the table. Using one for E exchange. Gets away from the Symbolist.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Chance for Sunny. Up to 2B, but it's not a counter hit.
Yep. Oh,
TRM. I want my coke now. Jinx. Rejected.
Alright, that was pretty good.
Huh?
Takes the 2-1, Gale's favor.
It's not enough around here, though. He's the third strike. Trying to see if he can knock Sunny out of the park, sit him on the bench in the loser's bracket. But again, it's not the easiest task for anybody to do in ZoneBreakers Online. Sunny been in this situation quite a few times. No stranger to working off the back foot, trying to see if he can dig himself out of a 2-1 deficit. You can tell Sunny's not playing. Like, you don't see any hearts coming around, none of the missions, none of that. Just tried and true Yang and Azrael, and it's not a good look for Yang as she got snatched up by a chain, calling Azrael for help. Dashing into. And it was a bit of a sandwich there. Not like a cross combo sandwich or anything, but just got picked up, jumped over the head too. But a back dash.
Oh.
Swiftness gets him out of dodge for now.
Oh, nice 4P.
He's always waiting for it. Again, Gale's had so many good 4Ps.
Okay, that's the sandwich. Oh, clip low. Just picks it up. Oh, doesn't confirm. Oh, big happy birthday.
One of the best hits.
Oh, I think that was a drop.
Yeah. Call it the big man to come in with a good plan. Backdashing away from the incoming.
Okay, there.
Shoot up. Doesn't really have the resources to close it just yet, but the Oki into the throw. That'll do it. Res as well to make sure to get some life. Meter, more importantly, just to put so many threats on the table. beefy jump in, shut it away by Sunny. He comes over the top.
Yup. What we got
Not anymore. Doesn't get the lead with that.
Oh.
Yo, my man Gale slid in there with the shovel, dug out that idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but there's something
What an answer! What an answer!
All right, 3-1 great.
That was a
All right, so we're gonna have Sonido versus Zentai.
the Zentai Warriors.
Yeah. You got
Warrior.
Sonido in here. Rocking the Mayumi. Okay.
Oh, that's it for now. You know, you sit there on the character select screen, going through like 20 characters.
Yeah.
Has the DLC for extra save teams, so he's down in the 20s. Do I actually want to play Mayumi? You know, I can do Chie Mai with the pink outfits. I can do Chie Mai with the purple outfits. Guess I can try a Dachi. Play Mai Noel or Yumi Noel.
Maybe I should bust out the new today.
Who?
No, that one character. The other Noel.
The Noel that actually plays on the other side of the screen?
Yeah, that one. Ooh, we got an Akatsuki Hill. That's an interesting team.
That's like your flavor right there, right?
Not really.
You don't like Akatsuki?
I like Akatsuki.
All right, so that's kind of your flavor, right?
I don't play Akatsuki though.
Okay.
I just like.
So, no, you can like something and not indulge in it. That's perfectly fine.
That's fair.
You can like Lamborghinis, but you don't drive one, right?
Yeah. I'm not out here like Doggy Sandwich after all.
Excuse me?
Driving Lamborghinis to work every day.
I wish. Actually, I kind of don't. I don't need a car like that.
That's fair.
And not even the insurance or anything. Like I don't need a car like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Akatsuki and Hilda. I mean, let's be more specific about this. Akatsuki and a huge ass 4P.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know that's what's coming.
Yep. I imagine this team at least has a lot of hard to blockable mix-ups, if not unblockables, with the Bitatsu into active switch stuff.
Yeah.
Possibly some of the Hilda the specials, the low and the overhead bomb that she has.
Right.
But I'm not 100% sure on that.
I want to say we've seen this before on ZoneBreakers Online. I will admit that, as weird as it may sound, I actually haven't done my homework leading up to this, so it's not like I have the freshest of memories, but I feel like I've seen this team somewhere before. Probably not out of Zentai, because I'm pretty sure Zentai's a new face around it. Fix mine if I'm wrong, but I want to say somebody's played this before around it.
Get ready.
MK2 Shang Tsung special. Hello? Or is that 11?
I believe it's MK11, I think.
Look, I'm sitting on the other side of the screen, right? I saw two lines, and I know people respect MK2. That's why I was super confused.
Uh-huh.
Shang Tsung.
That explains the Shang Tsung avatar they have in Discord.
That's fair.
Do not underestimate them. Use your full
He's a
power
pretty cool
and win.
character.
He is.
Imagine being able to play whoever you want at the drop of a... Well, I can't say at the drop of a dime.
Mhm.
First, we must clear
Imagine
the
if you just get to play the mirror when you feel like.
can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
But yeah, we're going to see no mirrors out of Zentai. I'm going to see
Nope.
how much they can get started with Katsuki and Hilda. Hilda getting tagged a little bit, not the worst.
Gets the
Double
down.
stop.
Oh.
Gets the block of the burst,
Big
but no
bait,
punish.
but no punish. Ooh, yeah, with the low. Alright, let's see. Drops the end.
Yeah.
Gets the sandwich. Big hit.
That's the second one he's been successful with. Locked out of the burst as well with the aerial raid. Just for a second, the Akatsuki comes to save the day. But, bro, they link it over there on the left side. And it seems like every time you see Mai and Yumi on the screen, Sonido's finding a hit.
Ooh! I like.
Yo, just took their pictures with the head. But it's still not enough. So to finally get the successful burst in there, but just find yourself falling prey to a DP assist.
Yep. Just like the good old days.
Do you remember the time?
Okay, he's getting a lot of mileage with this DP, but I wonder if Sonido's going to eventually catch on to it.
I would actually even argue against getting a lot of mileage. It just really feels like delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, that is cool.
I mean, it did get him a little bit of a break. Katsuki's still hanging in there, throwing a kanji out there, letting everybody know what he's about. EX Katsu. If at first it don't succeed, nah, bro, it don't succeed. We don't make this. We still got 2 more meters.
I see.
Sadly, Zentai's gonna have to take those 2 meters to the next game.
Yumi.
It's unfortunate, but there were some signs of life there at the end.
Yeah, since the beginning was rough.
Yeah. And
a lot of it came from Sonido just being able to maneuver around Hilda, both in the front and in the back, escaping the 4 Ps and setting up sandwich after sandwich with the cross combos, and then the big air dash over the 2C, I believe it is, one of Hilda's half screen moves.
Yeah.
So yeah, as easy as it is for me to say, I feel like Zentai would do well to get Hilda more involved.
Oh, he just switched completely. Okay. Adachi Yumi.
Yeah, I heard this is a good team.
Yeah. Some people say it's one of the best in the game.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
I would expect no less from Shang Tsung.
Changing forms to whatever he needs.
Yeah.
Let's see you try.
You know, it'd be really sick though.
What's that?
He wins this game, and the next time he loses, he switches the Maya Yumi. He's like, your soul is mine.
That would be hilarious.
He was tracking him. It was a big push block.
Okay.
And it was a big push block to relieve a lot of the pressure and just not any attempt at the sandwich, but still, Adachi already half-life before Yumi has to burst in.
Okay, what we got here?
And it was,
I wonder if that was a true block thing.
I feel like it was a solid defense, but the problem at the end of the day is the fact that Zentai had the huge meter to defend against it, still got caught in the sandwich, and that was from their pressure. Now, getting caught up with another buy one, get one free deal, one that means so much, it's kind of all for naught in game 2.
This is a rough spot to be in.
Weak resonance as well.
Yep.
5 not enough to take it just yet, but it's pretty much all she wrote at this point. Is Dodgy just flailing into his heart, gets the Adam Smasher. I was wrong every time last time.
So it ends.
But yeah, it was just again like another beginning that just completely goes in Sonido's way. And it's not even that like Zentai is doing the wrong things. It's just not having like the specific answers, or I guess the depth of answers is what I should really say. Cause like they're putting up the defenses to just not get completely rolled. But you have scenarios like Yumi gets called for an assist, and because of the timing, that there's no answer for when Sonata goes for a sandwich, and that's like where the first big one was. There's a lot of times where Zentai is denying sandwiches with chicken blocks, but is feeling the need to resort to push blocks to make sure they don't happen. So that's a lot of meter just getting dumped away. Not to mention that it's defense not off. So
yeah,
with two characters that cover a lot of range in both the front and back. It just feels like Zentai's struggling to get anything started.
He's only option right here, but it's like he got turned back in the defense. Yeah.
Very quickly. Quick blocking again, but doesn't stop the Yumi 4P to starting the party.
Oh, DP assist.
Do it again.
Yep.
Game broke, don't fix it.
Okay, DP's out. Might need to get Yumi some of her health back though. But he's just gonna keep her in.
Yeah, it's kind of scary in this situation because you have them both out right now. Wisely fading away and waiting for the tag, but still that's leaving Adachi hanging out to dry at this point.
Cool. Yeah. Big punish on the DP. It's gonna be a meterless kill too.
Monster started with the record. Everything you can ask for out of Yumi.
Flip's mine, but Yumi's there to DP. Save her.
Nice shotgun. Getting a little bit of space, but can't stop the charging beast that is Tsunaido for long. Ooh, that was a low air dash, but
I don't know if it was dropped or if it was too high from the hit.
I mean, that was the lowest that you could ask out of an air dash. I just don't think since I was ready for it.
Yeah. Okay, falls out. That's it. Yeah. Alright. We get the 3-0 Tsunaido's favorite.
That's the kind of 3-0 that he hopes for every time. Because it's like, sure, yeah, won 3 games straight, but there was 3 games where just a lot of things were really lining up for him. Really getting to play at the tempo that he wants to. I want to say the entire time was really just the majority. Because like, there are very few times that Tsunaido ever had to defend the entire set, and they weren't big defenses or anything. Like, I'm hard pressed to even say he had to defend a sandwich or anything, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to say, you know, good job to Tsunaido, but that would also mean I need to go wash my mouth out with soap. We will be moving on into the second round, and that leaves us with one more match in the first round, looking like Midori and Garfield.
Right.
Like Garfield the cat?
I assume so.
Don't ask about no Garfield card. You ain't about that life.
See, this is 402 Garfield. What area code is that? I always assume it's somebody's area code when I see 3 numbers in their name.
You know I'm looking. Nebraska.
Interesting.
Yo, that better not be. That's not certified, right?
Carter S. Garfield. That sounds like Garfield Cart, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, man. Y'all don't want that drama, man. I tell you. I got all the spoilers unlocked, dog. You really trying to see me out there in some Furious Racing? Let you know. I got experience in that game.
I'm sure. I've seen it. I've seen the tapes.
That game is great. It is one of the best video games ever made. Should pick it up on sale next time it's there. But you got to make sure it's Furious Racing, because they still try to sell the first one for 99 cents. That one don't even have net play.
Oh, word. Okay.
But you got to understand, Garfield Kart was so good, they made a Garfield Kart 2.
That's understandable. Okay, looks like we're ready. We got... Oh, he switched. Okay, so Ruby, Ragna, and Weiss, Naoto, Kuragane. Interesting.
I feel sorry for Weiss and Naoto.
You did?
Yeah. They're not on the box. Actually, Weiss is. They're not protagonists. Yeah, Weiss is.
Yeah.
You're fighting 2 characters on the box. It's a hard battle. I say that jokingly because Weiss, Naoto, Kurogane is been cited as a pretty strong team.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like the best team for the characters.
I hear that it's one of at least Naoto's best games. But some of that might just be because Unsafe plays it and he's, you know, a really strong player. So clearly he's gonna find, you know, the good stuff with the teams he runs.
Working out so far. Already took more than half over Ruby. Threatening to take any more. She tags in, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Get Ragnar back out.
Caught with the backside of that JA, but I don't know.
Not so easy.
Oh,
Forced to drop it.
Not so easy.
He jumped low, I believe that was. Well met by the defense Midori. That's going to be Ruby down. Setting up a sandwich. Yeah, that was the last possible frame to get the CC in there, I feel like.
Oh man, just to get out with the resonance. Ooh, big counter hit. Okay. Got the fancy Ragnar combo. Gonna get the life back?
Oh, you know it. That man's blooded.
Almost full HP.
Right, yo.
Oh.
You know he's gonna get all the He's gonna need some more, man. If he can ever get back to his feet and swing again. Keeping Kurogana in here? Possibly looking for a switch here? No.
Oh.
But that was
Time to go for the TRM.
Right. And it was solid defense out of Garfield, too. Get the push block just the right time to step up and punish, but he's going to need it one more time because Midori's in with the Weiss, putting the hurt on.
Grabs out.
It's crucial grab to get side swap. Decent amount of damage, too. What's the setup looking like?
Ooh.
Over!
Okay.
Is that it? Doesn't have the meter for
Not
this.
quite. Not quite. Oh, and he's off the ender, too.
Big drop.
Yeah. Oh, just whip?
Okay.
The power of the bullet.
Rolled up and kicked her in the mouth. Bruh! No, they don't want that smoke. I keep telling you, like, don't interrupt my flow with something like that, man. Y'all want to see the OD. The OD. I actually switched to Garfield in that game, but we ain't worried about that right now. We ain't worried about that. We worry about the real Garfield. Y'all don't understand the power of Garfield on a Saturday. So you're thinking about it. You're like, right, it's not Monday.
Get ready.
Unlimited potential. I'm shaking my head.
We must work to. Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Game?
Interesting. I'm kind of surprised that Dory's not being a bit more aggressive with Weiss at the start there. But...
Excuse me? Did you see that start? Went forward, and it was just the length of Ragnar's 16 is what really helped Garfield in that scenario, because they were able to get over Weiss with like enough of a delay to let Naoto go out and set up a CC. Like, it has really been the tail of everything so far. Getting another confirmed with Ruby though. And the top side with a high air dash. JV starter. And I'm okay with keeping the meter too. Saving it for a rainy day. Where's the bird? There it is. I'm surprised that one went through.
Yeah. Could have also just supered again and cashed out there for the kill, I think. But
yeah.
Maybe he wanted to try and bait it out, but just didn't succeed.
Yeah. Try is exactly what's happening right now. Is Weiss is trying to claw this game back with her own bare hands. He's looking pretty good so far. Gets the dash in the low with the 2A.
Okay.
It's still no burst. Gonna have to look out for it now if we find a hit.
Oh,
we found a hit, all right.
I can do this on my own.
We found a hit, but it was a hit that nobody was expecting.
Okay.
Not enough to kill. That's his chaos. Like I that's his chaos. Like, I actually have to go back in the tapes to look and see if there was anything before the low Jeez. Literally to see a dark void spiraling in your face.
What?
Yeah, that was the answer that Midori needed. Having everything balanced out one. Is it one? No, my bad. I'm a fool.
Yeah.
See, y'all trying to get me away from Garfield card. That's
Get
what it is.
ready. Get ready.
Glad you keep me around though. 2-0. Garfield trying to keep Saturday alive.
I expect. Can't
All
escape
right,
from
let's
crossing
see.
fate.
Gonna start the same way. Okay.
Hey, look, another aggressive approach. But this one was the one that started the sandwich, but the sandwich that was unsuccessful. Garfield's gonna see what they can get. Instant JC to start into that one.
Mm-hmm.
They see again. I mean, it worked the first time. Keep it going. Extra. And the
Just clips them. All
it
right.
was it was the slowest empty jump low. Like that was not clean at all.
Okay, got some dash chances. This is gonna be a hard comeback though.
You're gonna need more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Only got one assist out, so we don't even need to talk about the level of the rest. Maybe you say to get to 2D.
Okay.
Throw reject. And tried to slide under the buzzsaw, but Ruby just far too much reach.
Okay. So we have to deal with the cross combo for a little bit.
Alright. Blood type is Ruby though. And you see Garfield is constantly looking for it. Doesn't care if he really gets a hit, just trying to see if he can make any kind of contact. Being forced to switch.
The long range gauntlet hit.
Yeah. It's a tall dude.
Mm-hmm.
Got them pops. Hammering away, eventually finds the low as Midori was holding up back for dear life, and the last attempt at the stage is going to be cut off. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
Not quite.
He still has a res too.
Yep. Oh, just gets counter hit.
Close, but I'd never lose to you.
Let's 3-0 for Garfield card.
Oh, really? It's just for the entire game, huh? Okay. Gonna move on to the Lasagna Cup.
We got, I believe, Just Clay versus Gale next.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, Just Clay is waiting for the Garfield card bracket. Hosted by Dogi Saint.
I mean, it could happen. The only problem, that game doesn't have a spectator mode, obviously. But it's a racing game. How many racing games do you know what a spectator mode? But yo, it could happen.
Could have.
That's what needs to happen for the next one, right? Garfield win. Just give out like 8 codes to make a Garfield card bracket.
Oh, that's what you're about to do?
No, excuse me. I'm not the one who usually pulls up to these Matcherino pops with the big buck. It's literally y'all two.
I will
What are you
show
talking
you no
about?
mercy.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
This is getting annoying.
You talking about
Can you
Umberto?
take it from here?
I'm talking about you and Umbi.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
But I shouldn't be talking about you and Umbi because y'all ain't in it. Got
Exactly.
Clay over here with a hide. Ooh, Liz.
Good happy birthday, man.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good deal.
Hyde fell out of the EX Vengeance, but still a lot of damage and a good situation after the fact.
Oh, yeah. That was a standing reset. That's why you saw Liz hustling over to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Go ahead and cash out for the kill.
bruh, did Gale hit a button? I get the impression that Gale literally didn't get to hit a button in any of that.
Yeah. Ooh, splash.
Didn't really have the range for it. But stepping up and taking a long range throw, it's a bit of a start. Stepping up to get the extension with the 5A.
Alright.
Slam down with the 5C. Empty jump low, ready for the burst too. These are looking really good.
Clean hide comeback on him.
It's happening.
Ooh.
The DP, yo! Seeing it all, sees into the future, and there's nothing that's going to be able to save Seth just yet. Get the second chance.
Nah.
But EX Vengeance shut down, and Liz having to come in, keep afloat for them.
That's a good recognition of the situation. A lot of times Seth players get away with that.
Just like Clay was able to get away with the side swap laser
Ooh,
from a
run up
Vengeance.
DP assist.
Yeah. Making sure to show Gale that the DP does work. Maybe not on the defensive to get around the assault, but just aggressive in the face
Yep.
to close out the game.
Now, I want to see what happens if Gale gets to play at the start of the
Get
game.
ready.
I know.
Not just the end of it there.
Exactly, because it's like Hazama didn't do anything. Like if Hazama just like sneezed on somebody, I feel like Hyde could have did everything else. But yeah, that beginning was just catastrophic for Gale.
Ooh, so scary.
Yeah. There's not really any other word for that.
Disastrous.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
I already found one.
Fight.
You found two.
Sadly, I feel like I was going down. But see, this is a much better start right here. It slides away from the burst. That looks pretty smooth.
Oh, go for it. Alright. Okay, take him to the corner. Catch that out?
Double the
Not
X,
gonna kill, but
and that could mean so much. EX
yeah.
just that's such a huge one too, just to get away and give Liz a little breathing room. But gotta be careful for using her there.
Ooh.
The backside.
I wonder if he tried the anti-air and got counter hit for it.
I feel like that's what I saw. It's gonna flash. Empty jump low out of Hazama. Not ready for the burst.
Ooh.
This round's looking so much better for Gale.
Yeah.
A couple of overheads and a low again, I believe. Now we're gonna have to see if Clay has the same kind of magic that Gale had with Seth right here. Sliding away from the burst. It's counter hit with the stagger, so this is a start.
Okay. Air resonance. That's gonna be rough. Yeah.
Don't quite think that was the answer there.
Well, we have the answer for if Hazama gets to play.
Yeah. Hazama really did so much work there. Not so much in the damage, but just being able to get the party started with a really crucial cross
Get
combo in the
ready.
beginning. And just the maneuverability to stay out of Vengeance strike range as well. That was part of it. And to some degree, turning Liz into a non-factor. Like, nowhere near the scale of Hazama in the first game. But
Yeah.
I kind of feel like now Liz didn't really get to do anything.
Yeah.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
So, looks like we're going into game 3 with this game of hot potato, trying to see who's holding on to the dead weight.
Okay. First thing. Ooh, clash with the anti-air.
Second burst. And a big 2B counter hit as well, so there's going to be a full confirm. No burst to save Liz, so she's going to have to fight her way out of this corner. Or survive. Hello? Man's a magician. I didn't know I could do that. I actually don't know if that's part of the Hazama. I feel like that's the thing.
I feel like that's got to be
Yeah. It's real good.
criminal clock.
Coming over to the dome piece with an overhead. No whiz. There. Been hit by. You've been struck by that stray overhead. Alright, I'm done. I'm sorry. His bod's probably getting destroyed.
Oh, you're right, actually.
Better make sure to clip it and ship it when we get done. You got local record going? All right, you good.
Get
You'll be
ready.
fine.
Get ready.
Looking a lot better than my lyrics, I'll tell you that much. Dang!
Yeah, man, I was gonna let you get away with it.
I'm trying. but that's why I only get to be the
I will
voice.
show you no
And
mercy.
Voice is just
I'm
one little
sorry.
facet of this match
Who
right
are
here.
you again?
Gotta talk about the action. Is Gale's trying to close this out up 2 games to Clay's 1. And you know, Pale breaking and starting to shut Liz down. That's a pretty good look. Shane doesn't get confirmed for him. Yeah. Looking
Maybe
pretty
try to
scary.
chicken block there and got caught jumping.
Yeah.
Oh,
They just waited for the orb. Yeah, that was a big bailout with the way things were going. Because even though there wasn't a solid confirm, we see that Seth has already lost half of his life. Yeah, then
Oh. Is that draw?
yeah. I feel like that was either a little too much scaling or just too late.
That's definitely a dead Seth here. Doesn't even need to spend the extra bars.
Ready for battle.
That's the thing that's really sad about it. So a lot for Liz to have to work with, getting crossed up on the incoming with the Palebringer.
I will give it my all.
So there's a chance. Holding on the res from the drop, the DP just gonna get sniffed out. And with 2 meters in the cross combo, I have to believe this is gonna be the end of play.
Hey, it looks like he's just going for a setup.
Ooh, you called it. I don't know if that was the setup you were thinking about.
No.
Okay.
Not quite.
Still impressive nonetheless.
Keep it
Looks
up,
like
so
maybe
I can
Clay
take
got
that.
caught trying to tech forward out the corner. That's all I'm guessing it happened, but
Could be.
not 100% sure. Maybe just wasn't blocking at the right time.
The thing you do know for a fact, though, is with the way that panned out, that means that Gale is going to be moving on to winners semis. Clay, still alive, but going to have to take the long trek down the road of alternative success.
Alright, so we've got Dysphoria and Produce on stream next.
Dysphoria, that's it's another new name, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Is this another Akatsuki Hilda? Interesting. I'll have to try and hold my bias in, because Produce is a friend of mine.
Get ready.
Oh, you can be biased. We can work around biased commentary around here.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, perfectly sure.
Okay.
This is one of the few times I'll actually say I can work with all facets of commentary, right? So if you want to be biased for your homie, you just got to be ready for somebody to equalize it on the other side. It's been a while since we've seen
Can't escape
Proteus.
from crossing
Yeah.
I want to say since ZoneBreakers 2, if I remember correctly.
That sounds right.
All right. That was a tall order to get over Historia, and like you said, another Adachi Hilda. It's working out so far. Force some Hilda in.
Oh, good clip with the long range low.
Oh, yeah.
In the overhead. Alright. Getting zoned down here.
That's Hilda's middle name right there. Full screen.
Okay, burst in. Flips Akatsuki. Ooh, good DV.
Confirm,
Gets a
yeah.
confirm. Let's go. Oh, that is on
So, a little too much confidence for the first one. Was looking for the second one.
Yeah. He's feeling himself a little bit like that. Ooh, nice super. Through the overhead. Ooh. Okay, bursting on block there. Whoa. Not sure what that was about. Maybe a misinput.
Possible. This one looks pretty good. So keeping the focus, gets another long range overhand. That should be the end, except for
Just
Narukami.
barely got him in there.
Came in there with the Cape Superman, saved the day. Historia.
Flip with the overhead.
It was a double.
Yep. Goes for it. No confirm.
Shuts down the high approach. Good look from Historia. Holding on the space and slowly pushing Proteus
Good
back
block
to full
on the
screen.
overhead, but then gets the blow. Ooh, went for the tick throw, but got the hit.
Dun, dun, dun. Hate to see it happen.
Oh, okay. Resonance. Yeah, she's a little too high for that.
A little. She wasn't even on the screen. Hello? But it was a good effort nonetheless. But
Yeah.
not good enough to take the first game away from Disoreo. And that was a lot different from the Katsuki Hilda that we saw earlier, because there was just like a long stay of Hilda.
Yeah, there was a lot of Hilda and very little Akatsuki there.
Yeah, that dude got rolled. Well, Hilda was able to hold it down, just be a complete pain to Narukami and Adachi.
Adachi-san.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
See, we're looking like we're going too. Yo,
Okay.
there is no Akatsuki, huh? EX Tatsu out the rip.
I think that was just B-Talk.
I think it was. I was hoping somebody would call me out on that. I looked down and saw he still had a beat. It was like, ooh.
Okay. So set up off the grab. Okay. Push block into the grab again.
That's what you were looking for earlier, right? Zio in check. But it's a sandwich.
Oh,
You
definitely going for those at least hard to block those, right? Ooh, okay.
What's up, Urge?
Should be dead Akatsuki there. Yeah. Let's see though, because this character was what caused all the problems last game.
Right? And it's a similar situation. I can't remember how much life was taken from Narukami and Adachi in the first game, but it was a Hilda coming in with a fresh blue bar, which he's already lost at this point. This was going to be kind of rough. He doesn't have the meter for a CC, but opting for a cross slash, and this is one that's...
Yep.
Woo! And that's standard issue for Narukami, but it still looks good nonetheless, getting the last hit of JA. Looking in the air.
TPP. Tried to combo off of it, but it wasn't quite there.
That was a really important nutback. I mean, sure, that leaves Disoreo in the corner, but it got out of the sandwich. Full screen. Charging forward. Just charging just to get a little real estate as Brody is fading away.
Double overhead.
And fall and pray to quite a few of those, but there's so many that Hilda has. Aye! Big 5A. Not enough to take it to Jet. Disoreo holding on for dear life. Finds a DP, and that's a big DP. DP again, shut it down, take the meter away, but still, Proteus in res is going to get some more. Another Zio dying.
Try again.
Skewer. Oh, that run is pretty important at this point. Running a little too far and giving Disoreo so much real estate to work with if they need it. Case in point, able to fade away just to kind of dilute the offensive attempt. Yes, I died. That goes unchecked.
Oh, just stood up.
Yeah, a little too early.
looks like we
Yeah.
won.
I don't know if that was supposed to be like looking for 5A or 4A. I don't know, Hilda buttons, or it's like looking for a jump punish or something, but just a little too early to leave the ground. But no, we take those over in the Proteus house.
Yeah. Definitely gonna take that. I think he got a little lucky there because he definitely should have closed it out when he hit the resonance combo
Right.
and just forgot to cancel into super at the end. But managed to close it out.
Get ready.
Really? With the way these games have been going, if Disoreo can ever find time to get Hilda in cleanly, I think they just run Hilda. Because she's been a menace. And
Yeah, every time he tries to do something with his Akatsuki, he just gets clipped.
yeah, and the thing that was really bad about that point right there is the fact that came immediately after a cross combo, so he didn't get a chance to save on the first time. Gets Hilda in from the burst, but this isn't the way she wants to come in. Already losing about a fourth of her life, still under fire. She takes out of the corner, got caught holding up back by the Zio car, and she might be leaving before Akatsuki.
Yeah, that would be very unfortunate. Because this is the character that's putting in all the work for this warrior.
Yeah, finally get some space with the push block. You were stepping in. I have to imagine, there's the swap to Akatsuki. Let him take some heat. Let Hilda get some life back. It's still not in a good position. Got caught flinching with the DP. Speaking of DPs, though. Waiting for Narukami to come out and let his rip too.
Gonna go for Hilda switch.
Wasn't ready for the burst.
Go straight too. Okay. Wasn't sure how that interaction would work out.
In the air, but yeah, it's not like Akatsuki can really do anything about that. It's his DP is a counter.
There have been a couple of times where he's been caught in the air, but wasn't able to air and block for him, even though the Hilda assist on him.
You hate to see it happen.
Yeah.
Just like the fuzzy that was left on the table, nothing you can really do in that scenario. Give him Proteus another chance to play with Skewer.
Ooh, jumps over, but not quite close enough.
Oh, it's still really good.
Looks the DP, but doesn't get punished.
Line in there before they got pushed off, so a little bit of a break. 4P block, gets away from the swap.
Yeah.
Proteus is holding on. It's a tight battle right here.
Yeah.
Skewer again, forcing Narukami to come to the front. But from the high side, in the sniper's nest, gunned down by another Skewer, and this is going to leave Adachi in a sandwich. Gets the block. I don't want to fault him for that. Because as easy as it is to say he got baited out of a DP, I really get the impression that it was just a little late on a push block.
I can see that.
It was pulled the rug out from under him, left him high and dry. It's how it be sometimes. Still, Dystoria able to keep both members of the team afloat this time and grind that game out. And grind is the only way I can really describe that, because that was the longest game we've had so far.
Get ready.
Yeah, that was a pretty good game. Oh, he's starting with the Hilda this time. Seems like he's kind of gotten the feel that this is his best chance.
I like it, but the thing that I'm really scared about, one, I don't know Hilda well enough. Like, Kid, I was going to say, can she start? But I guess if you just come out the rip like that, she knows whatever else he please.
I thought that her buttons were pretty slow, but maybe they're fast enough.
Yo, look, Adachi's health says otherwise, okay?
Yeah.
Big Tatsu in the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, missed the first one, so he's going to get another one. Get a third one. Run it. Run it.
Is that Adachi?
Easily. Watch it.
Well, this is Hilda damage, though. Okay.
Easily. A rising overhead. Can't tell you what button it is, but it's good enough to put Proteus in such a terrible position. And that was the answer right there. Go for the juggler with the Hilda out the gate.
All right, Dysphoria takes it 3-1.
See, I told you we could work with biased commentary, because one part of biased commentary is they got to be able to leave room for bias to happen. What'd you say? You said you wanted us to talk about Matcherino? We can talk about Matcherino, because we can talk about being biased about things, but something that everybody wants to be biased about is making sure everybody gets a lot of money. Everybody gets involved, and you can get involved with people getting money. Pretty sure somebody hit exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. If nobody's done it, somebody do it real quick. And it'll bring up 2 links. Click the links for either of the events. I don't think we've paid out Grand Blue yet, but obviously you want to do BB Tag. That's what you're watching right now. Log in with your favorite social media and use the code ZBTAG08, and you can add 50 cents to the pot. Now, I'm pretty sure I don't have to walk you through everything else. You know about the sponsor quest where you can add a little bit more. If you're feeling really generous, you can add your own money if you want to. And, this is looking like some heavy hitters right now. So you'd be technically giving the good matches. Needless to say, if you want to get involved with some of the greatness you're watching right now, you can totally do it. And we would be so thankful. So back to the matches that we got going on. Because, talking about heavy hitters, this one's going to be a doozy. Yui coming back with Chie Adachi trying to stop the hot streak that Sonido had in the first round.
We will choose our own paths. Precisely. But first, we must clear
Have
the
to see
way.
if this is Sonido reborn over here.
Let me show you what I've got.
I'm sure he would like that.
So what he was looking like in the first game.
Crossing fate.
Yeah, he looked good.
Fight.
This is a different beast right here.
Moon Blossom, let's go! I will strike you down. Oh, no! Adachi
Training a little bit of meter right there. Push block for half of a CC gauge.
Let's go!
Not quite close enough. But I guess.
Nowhere in the zip code for it.
Yeah.
But Chie don't care.
Yeah. Yumi is hurting.
Yeah, she can't really get out.
Low. Enthroned. Okay.
Might put a save.
Yeah.
Really crucial save too. Restores the order of the team, even though it'll be kind of scary to call Yumi for a little bit. That's a good one.
Well, there we go.
He's trying to find a super for it. Can't really get there in time to save Yumi, so she's gonna be gone. I'm sitting there thinking about it. Like, I've seen this before out of either Yui or Megakins where Adachi finds a Zio, and I always make the joke about Chie not being able to do anything. I kind of wonder if Adachi could have got an air block for that day. That's something to think about a little bit later. Sonido looking okay, ran to the mirror, and a cross up 6
Yeah.
is gonna spell the end of the first game.
Yeah. Well, since both of these characters have counter DPs, can't really make do with any sort of air unblockable stuff with that.
Right, Adachi doesn't actually just charge. I forget that part.
Yeah.
Get ready.
I'm glad somebody actually plays this game.
Get ready.
Man, I hear you play this game a lot.
I turn it on and I sit in training mode with like 2 characters.
Oh.
The game's so easy when you're fighting a dummy that doesn't fight back, man.
choose our own paths.
Ask me about it.
Yeah.
Precisely. But first, we
My
must
heart
clear
Yumi
the
is
way.
actually kind of sick on the
Oh, yeah?
training stage. On the training stage.
Shall appear.
I believe.
On the training stage.
Can't
Believe
escape
it.
from crossing fate.
I'm ready to see it in VV Online number 9.
Well,
Let's go!
you're gonna have to keep waiting a little bit longer because somebody's got to commentate.
Ah, that's true.
Ooh, she got hit by that, but Adachi has a range of 5P. So we'll just call it a reset. We'll call it a gangery. I have absolutely no idea where to block. Looking for the throw. Just in time. My man landed it through an ice shard. Surprised he didn't get his head long clean off out of his.
Okay. Man, just a snipe Adachi real quick. Gets him out of that situation.
And has the buttons to keep Chie in check as well.
Yeah. Getting to put a little offense on. Meteors coming through. DP's through him. Okay. Grabs him out of the 5C.
Raise
I shall return
hurt
to
lock. And not actually airborne. Interesting. In the air, nothing really doing. Getting to the backside.
Okay.
Monstrous JD to start this off. Power charge. Got it.
Alright. Just double your damage real
Man,
quick.
I'm hungry.
I know, right? She needs it. I mean, she kind of does. That character. She's lucky to have a partner in this game.
So that was 2-0.
Yep.
So let's see. It's Snyder. It looks like Snyder might be switching. No. Okay. Oh, yep. There it is.
Get ready.
Let's see. Going back to the good old Ruby Yang.
Now on paper, I can see this being
Well, Ruby,
a good idea.
you having fun yet?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I get to fight with you.
Have to see how warmed up to the
Just try
idea
to
Sonido is
do
at this
a
point,
one.
because
I dare you.
he's not really gonna have a lot of time to
Can't
get settled in,
escape
get
from
situated,
crossing
and
fate.
find the spacing he needs. Yeah, and check. She's coming in quick and hot. Dragon kick 6P. Gets a Herculean strike on the backside as well. Double. Carrying coast to coast.
That was a pretty interesting combo.
We'll say he's front side with the JA this time. Gets another confirm from Adachi 6P. Switch to him as well. And we've already got Semblant sounding off.
Look low.
Yeah, that's after my man ran straight through the push one. Yeah, that was a walk of shame.
Yeah. Oh, it's a pivot jump in, but no confirm off of it.
It's another one of those awkward ones where you're not really expecting somebody to get hit right there, but the one that Sonido really needed is that's going to be the end of Ruby. Yang.
This is looking like the end of Yang too.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yep,
it's the end of everything.
yep. It's a Georgia special.
Georgia, Georgia.
Alrighty then. Well, that was a pretty quick 3-0 on Yui's part.
Yeah.
So they move on to round 3. Let's see. I think we've got Hector versus Garfield next.
Oh, I'm ready for this. Tectal on quite a long streak in Blazblue has won every one since ZoneBreakers Online 2, but is going to be squared off against one of the most dangerous opponents that he's ever come across in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't understand. Like, he's been able to fend off Fame. Last time he was able to stop Jan from the losers bracket, mind you. You had to take 6 games away from him. But now he's got to go against the entirety of Garfield card. And that is a monstrous task to ask anybody to accomplish. You don't understand. That's one of the best video games ever made. It'd be quite a shame if we saw Tectal clip through a wall somewhere. Y'all understand. That game is magical.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
we're switching to Seth 5. Interesting.
Get in there and get the job done.
Yep. Tectal rocking the Narukami Labras. Nah, Ruby Yumi. Going back to the
Psych!
main chicken.
Psych! Wait, is it? Is it? Nobody called double blinds or anything. He might, okay. About to say, he might have looked at the team and thought about it for a second. Because it's not like
Get ready.
playing a game of chicken real quick.
possible.
Get ready.
Let's see how well.
Can't escape
I'll skip
from
an intro.
crossing fate.
People have a lot of faith in that online show.
I mean, it's certified for Arc Revo in US, so you know it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Kappa.
Oh,
geez.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Don't shoot.
Very uncharacteristic out of Tectal, but I'll give him one. First game he's played on stream so far.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not warmed up or anything.
He's playing a lot of Grand Blue, so maybe he's got to get back into the BB tag mindset.
Possibly.
Dark Lotus.
Ooh.
But really, he just botched it. I'm not letting him have that.
Don't screw this up.
I like what he did there, though. Since he had a lot of time to play with Garfield waiting on the other side of the screen, restores the order of his team because would much rather play Ruby on point.
That's for the sandwich.
Locking into the cross combo, JC. Doesn't get the cleanest of hits, but this one will be. And he tried to wait long enough for the burst, but just a little too early. So Seth gets to come in, gets the side swap from the confirmed hide.
I see. Okay.
Let's see you try.
Oh, again, he's just like relentless. He's too constantly moving forward.
Ooh, manages to get the counter hit. Moves the orb from the screen.
I don't know if Tech took that hit on purpose, but that was a really good one to take. This one, not so much.
Okay. Doesn't get too punished for the DP.
Alright. And yeah, Yumi's reminded me that it's been a while since Tech has really been able to do anything. And since he's not been getting hit with anything clean, not like he's had the biggest reason to use a burst just yet, just gonna raw tag in the Yumi, see if she can bring it back. But still, under assault for the most part. EX Vengeance, stops the approach. And again, keeping everything short to really take the idea
Listen
of
with
burst.
the orb. Looked like a hard burst right there.
It was, and it was unsuccessful.
Yeah.
But still able to get rid of Yumi. Ruby by herself. Really fortunate to find a block out of
big
sandwich,
2B.
but yeah,
Curse your own helplessness.
has all the answers. And I told you, y'all thought I was kidding. Garfield Kart Furious Racing is a serious game, not to be trifled with. Possibly out of Nebraska.
I'm sure the people believe you now. I'm sure there's no way they can doubt. But let's see, Tectel's ready. Okay, sticking with the team.
Yeah,
Get ready. Get ready.
you just can't let Garfield get started.
Let's see, Garfield Kart, the legendary Florida man. So is he
Nah,
out of Florida then?
That makes more sense considering the restraints. But nah, 402, that's Nebraska.
What?
Yeah.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
The corn husker right there.
Counter.
Oh, forgot about the orb.
Yeah.
Got another one up there. Clears it this time. Manages to counter head Seth. You get rid of it and get the combo. Take him to the corner.
Right, big JB starter.
Do well.
He gets a punish on the burst too.
Yep.
Important thing, just keeping control locked into the sandwich. That's the second time that Tectel's, I feel like the second time Tectel's gone to the JC and found success against Garfield. But this one means so much more because Tectel's been in the driver's seat the entire time.
Yep.
Denies the high jump out with the J's with a vengeance, a little bit of a break. A little too
Doesn't
early.
get the confirm.
Hard angle.
Yeah. Ooh, counter hit.
Let's see you try.
Booped into a DP. Ooh, yo.
Oh.
That's
Oh, he probably went for the aerial rave active switch, but didn't quite get it there.
right. The block and a nice push block to relieve a decent amount of pressure as well. And the timing on the jump to get away from the hide and leave him in the corner, so specific out of Tectel. And he has the meter to make sure the job is done. You're gonna go ahead and use it. Not gonna let Hyde live to see another day today.
Yep. Definitely got to get rid of one of them. Ooh, 2C.
Right. Doesn't want anything to do with another Ruby 4P. Staying same side, but only looking for a throw right there. Nice by Tectel to thwart that attempt.
Okay. Oh.
Ah, Eureka Teach.
Yep. Flash.
More than enough meter to close this out, but scaling is pretty high at this point.
Should it still have this?
I would think so, but I'm trying to leave myself an out. Don't even need it.
The guaranteed damage was a bit too high.
Man. Depends on how you look at it. It might be a bit too high for Garfield, but it was more than high enough for Tectel to find himself on equal footing with the Florida-Nebraska man who gets up 1-1.
Yep.
The Florida-Nebraska cat.
Let's see. I wonder if Garfield's gonna stick with it. He is. Okay.
Yeah.
Get
I feel like the first game was so good, and like
ready.
until the second one started to unravel, it wasn't specifically bad. It was just a couple of miscues here and there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the big ones that stands out was whatever pop-up left
Can't
Seth
escape
looking
from crossing
for, I think it was like 2C Vengeance, or maybe it was possibly the Vengeance. It was a miscue over on the right side. Stuff like that. But the first game where Garfield was able to do stuff like this, just constantly attack, that's too good to pass up on. Didn't know where the burst was going to land, so Yumi actually gets in for free.
Swallow them.
A big design. And so Tectum just tries it again.
Yeah.
Can't get away this time.
It's looking like a pretty good round for Garfield here.
I agree.
Pressure. Ooh, gets the hit.
Punish on
Sickles
Ruby.
the bird.
It's just Oki. Can't really do anything with it.
Yeah, not much.
Now, wanted to
It's
say
the
that
fourth.
I wanted to say that Garfield was looking a little too wild jumping into the corner, but able to get out with the 4P side swap. So he's looking really good at this point. Taking the throw after pulling Yumi back down with a 2B. Cross rate. I had to think about that really hard.
I couldn't
Okay.
remember what the name of it was myself.
I had to look it up at some point. We're in there. Shut up. Nobody asked for production. But with the way things are going, Tecto might need production to cut this game out. Cause it's not looking good for him at all. Doesn't even have a full res to really work with, but trying to see what he can get started to get some fadeaway J. So there's a little bit of hope.
You got Ruby, there's always hope.
Yeah, delayed air dash into the late JBs.
Leave it to me.
Looking for the
Okay.
DP, but a swap. That was so smart.
Consume.
Wow.
Consume.
Guess Tackle just wasn't ready for the run over there.
No.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So,
Like, the swap, I can imagine the swap being on purpose, but not specifically looking for the jump. It was just like, either you're going to take him out or I'm going to get the swap.
Mhm.
But having the heads up to step under while Tecto was coming down, I kind of question why Tecto didn't press a button there, because he
Yeah.
earlier just showed that, Ruby JA covers all corners of the earth, right?
Yeah.
But even then, Garfield is ready to meet him at the line. Garfield threatening to take this game.
Definitely. Tecto thinking about switching?
Narukami S. I don't know about Narukami S. Maybe.
Gonna bust out the Labras one last time?
Like, Chain Knuckle sounds really good if you have the space, but you don't really have the space for it. Yeah, he's just sticking Ruby Yumi.
Okay.
I know for a fact that he was sticking with the characters, but this is kind of an awkward scenario, I feel, because he's getting blitzed. Like,
Mhm.
when Garfield is rocking and rolling, it's like,
Can't escape
it's
from
just
crossing
hard to
fate.
stop the offense, right? And like, what characters does Tecto play that are like the pixie kind of characters with the really fast button? I want to say Ruby is the fastest one he has.
Pretty sure that's true.
Right. So a lot of weight has fallen on her shoulders to try to bail her and Yumi out of this and pushes to game 5. Empty jump low on the front side is a good start.
Let's see you try.
Yeah, just go ahead and tuck hide away.
Gonna keep hiding it. Okay. Just traded cross combos there.
Right. Met in the air with Jay, that's really crucial for Tecto. Gonna take another rep,
What's the setup? Empty low.
but he's ready for it. Ooh, what?
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
Pause button for that. Gets a whip punish with the charge, can't really do anything from there. Just up backing his Garfield just to make sure he doesn't have to guess anything about it. Catches Yumi in the air. Ooh, that was kind of goofy, but no harm, no foul from either side. I have to believe
Nope.
that.
Wow. That worked out for him really well.
Especially getting the second pickup as well. There's no burst gonna be able to save it. Has 4 meter if he wants to try this. Gonna hold on to it for now.
Quite enough.
This
is gonna still has to spend it, but it's definitely worth it.
Right.
I expected as much.
That's a survival level 4 Seth though, which Garfield has shown that had the prowler for it. Might get another look at this. Has to deal with the sandwich.
Oh,
Ooh.
yep.
Flinch.
Yep.
And the res was so good because with the timing of it, took the 4P away from Ruby, left her in recovery, but still feeling the implied threat of being in the sandwich. Tried to step up and do something to Yumi, and it wasn't a throw or anything because there's no counter hit there, but just got caught leaving the line, got cleaned up with another 4P.
Yep. All right, taking a 2-2.
Just right back in there.
Get ready.
So we're gonna see if Tectel can defend Georgia against Nebraska,
Can't
Florida,
escape
man.
from crossing fate.
2 states at the same time. Dude, that's a state sandwich as well. It's hard.
Let's see.
While we're here, 2-2. Tailbringer starting us off.
All right, it's confirmed.
Let's see.
Undersoul, yeah, just using Yumi to get a little bit of space, but not really enough. As Seth is still in there, finding the low to kick us off again. Getting another orb. Right.
Oh, good DP.
Big blow.
Ooh, crazy active switch. All right.
Right. Tricky little feline over here.
Is that all? Let's see.
Dumps away the attempt at the air dashes again. Oh, yeah. Didn't have the meter to really push away. Texas tried and true to air dash. A's coming in again. Yeah, this one's gonna do a decent amount of damage, and it's not like Garfield really wants to burst at this point with Seth being low in the back, getting caught with an active switch. Not gonna get a chance for this, and this could be the end of Hyde. Oh, it is the end of Hyde.
Yep, the unbrushed.
Chunks.
This is not over.
This is gonna be another task for Seth to try to complete, and not even gonna get the
This is looking
chance.
kinda hard.
Looking done.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, for sure. Alright, Tectel takes that 3-2.
I can't believe I
That was a really good set, though.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Tectel has to be feeling really good about that. Was sitting down 2-1. Was taking a long, hard thought, possibly about switching characters. Not like we actually know because we don't have his source or anything, but just being able to weather the storm coming up from the Florida man. I say that half jokingly and half seriously because, bro, that first game, like, I just think of the end where Yumi's just holding on for dear life, and you just see these two fiends just rushing her. And I kind of felt like that was going to set the tone for the entire set, but Tectel was able to hold on and find himself in, I was a little too far ahead, find himself in Winter Semi. I thought he was in Winter Finals again. Surprise! But still has to go through one more match to get into the Winter Finals yet again. Garfield, not done just yet. Weekend's still here, so gets another chance to play down in the lower bracket.
So we're gonna have Yui versus Gale next.
All right.
Continuing with the winners.
You're looking at the challenge brackets, and they have jacked up names.
Yeah, they call that as yeah, they call winners finals semifinals.
I mean, it's technically right. I mean, really, a name is a name, and it's just an agreement between two people.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, we know where we're going. We got two more matches that we got 2 matches that we're gonna show on stream, right? And after these 2 matches, we're gonna have the 2 people playing for the number 3 spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Winner is guaranteed first or second. Loser, at worst, gets third. We're probably going to show some matches from losers bracket. You'll figure it out from there.
Yeah.
But that's talk about bracket. And why are we talking about brackets? Because we're in the tournament. Why are we in a tournament? Because some people want to win some money. And you can help contribute some more money. Yeah, I saw you put it up there. Put it back up there. Put it back up there. Because I ain't trying to read all this right now. I'm not trying to go through all this right now. Quick Match Arena plug. Because you can add your 50 cents to the pot, by logging in, using your favorite social media, using the code ZBTAG08. That's 50 cents just out of nowhere. Add it to the pot. You can do some sponsored questions as well. If you're feeling really generous, which we'd be also thankful for. We'd be too thankful for. You can also donate your own money. But
looks like we're getting into it.
Oh yeah. So I was trying to ring this up real quick.
Yeah.
Trying to show you what I've got.
Yui's still rocking the Adachi Chie, and Gale's still rocking the Hazama Tide.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
I have not actually seen how Hazama matches up with Chie.
I'll tell you how I matches up with Chie. Not well, because bro. Yeah.
Okay. What's the situation? Ooh.
Delayed air dash. Where's the burst? There it is.
Yeah.
I think Adachi take a lot of damage before getting in. Mm-hmm. Probably didn't want to throw Chie in the traffic.
Yeah. Might be one of those things where, you know, Chie is their favorite character. And they gotta protect her.
I can see that to some degree, but the other end is with the way Yui's been playing, Chie is far more important, and Adachi only needs to live for 6P.
That's fair. That is 100%.
Alright? It's been working out so far. 5P, not so good, but really that's just a setup for delayed overhead coming in with air dash B, air dash A, so you can get it on the button. Res, just trying to get a little bit of space. Chaining in, no! None of that. Shut down with the DP, and one more CC could be the end. A long, I can't even call that empty jump low. That was like a little bit of a pump fake. Just dash in there, scuff up the kicks.
Mm-hmm. All right, Yui takes game 1. That was... Well, I want to say it was pretty clean, but Gale had a really strong start there.
Yeah.
With the damage on Adachi, but Chie just brought it all around.
It just wasn't able to keep momentum when the burst happened. And again, like, just with the way the team is, with how volatile the team is, especially with Chie in the front, all she needs is Adachi to live. Doesn't matter if he has, like, all his life. Doesn't matter if he's on a deathbed. As long as he can hit the button, call Izanami, that's all she needs. She can do the rest.
Escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Ooh, jumps right in.
Guess you don't need Izanami when Tomoe is just as good.
Mm-hmm.
Much better.
Heat ride, yeah. Gets clipped. Counter hit right about the low.
Yeah. That was really a funky thing too, because like that wasn't a clean air dash low. You can visibly see the gap there, but the timing worked out to literally turn it into a frame trap.
Okay, first Hazama. Meteors. No confirm off them. Clears the sky.
The block on the air dash is still looking very rough for Gale in the corner. Snatched up by the command throw.
Yeah, this is looking like a rough one. Oh, tries the DP. Doesn't get punished for the DP, but does get hit after.
Now I'm mad.
Ooh.
But she got some long, lanky arms, man. Trying to reach out and hug high. Like, where you going, man? Looked like
that might have been a throw bait, but he just hit the button a little too late.
Possible,
maybe.
Whatever it was, it clearly worked out in Yui's favor.
Get
Up
ready.
2-0, trying to move on into excuse me, what Challenge calls semifinals. It's winners finals. It's really been a while since I feel that Gale's had any say in this match so far. Like, had the nice start in the first game against the Dachi, and that's really it. And this is a good one right here.
Puts himself in a sandwich.
It was really good because the idea that you was going for was looking for another Dragon Kick sandwich, but Dachi got cleaned out of the table. But Chie was able to find a break with her counter. Double Dragon Kick, leaves Hyde on life support, and he needs a block and he needs a bailout.
Yep.
Low.
Yep.
And it was a late low as well, so Gale was ready for it. Watching the overhead this time. This is up low. Now we got those, but can't get anywhere.
Here's that switch into the command.
I mean, you got to. Gale's been blocking so well, but blocks only mean so much. Literally an unfortunate scenario where Hazama didn't find the mark that he needed with the chain up, but still getting able to pick up another drop tag.
Push Chie at least.
That doesn't mean too much for Adachi.
Yep.
Slides in with a 5G.
On my own, huh?
And perfectly content to just taking the incoming in the corner, making sure that Hazama can't go anywhere.
And that kills. He takes it.
Doesn't even need to try to challenge the blocks anymore.
Yeah, I wonder if when Gale clipped Hyde there, they just assumed that Yui would try and save him.
You mean clip Chie?
Chie, yeah, clip Chie.
I mean, technically speaking, with everything that happened, Chie did get saved.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that really just let everything or caused everything to fall apart was the two hits that Gale got with Hazama and went with the chain. And I'm assuming it's because of the spacing or possibly because of the timing. Like, Hazama goes up and just does the normal the wrong way. Like, the one mid-screen was the wrong way. The one on the left side was too early, if I remember correctly. It just looked funky.
Right.
And, like, those are two things you can't have happening against Chie.
Yeah, definitely. But, jumping into the next match, we got Tectal and Dysphoria.
I like that. You see what Dysphoria did?
Get ready.
What was a
swapped Hilda up front.
Yes, see.
Just showing what all of the plans are about. But I don't know if Tectal will fall prey to the same kind of start that we saw earlier that got Dysphoria up to this scenario. We shall see.
Them. Use your full power and win.
Going with the blue and salmon color. All right.
Salmon. It's a very descriptive word for that. I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't just default to pink.
Okay, just the same. Oh, went for a 5. Okay.
Right.
3%.
Yeah, I do feel it is important to note that it caused Tectal to take a defensive first. So it's going to be a little longer until he gets his cross combo back, but he's able to get the conversion, keep the low in there, and gets a burst punish.
Yeah.
You're going to get another safe jump set up. It looked crazy. Just keep it. Maybe he'll swing it to it.
I feel like that was one of those situations where it's just you got stuck in something you just had to try.
Yeah.
Keep going for it.
But that shows the power of Yumi 4P as well. So something that Disorder is gonna have to keep on their minds throughout the set. Just like can't wake up to counters like willy-nilly against that.
Ooh.
Case in point,
Yeah.
Ruby 4P nowhere near as many hits as Yumi's, but still getting the job done all the same.
Yeah.
Big 2B keeping Hilda out of the sky. Pretty
quick ball.
right? Went to the dome piece as well. So it's not enough to get rid of Ruby just yet.
Okay.
So you want to talk that was a big call.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that drop being so much. Because not only was it just a drop, but it was a drop into a tech that let Tech go tech in. Didn't get the punish on the DP.
Yeah. I'm surprised by that.
Right? So either way, I still like the choice from Disorder right there. Like jumping up with Tectal. And I'm assuming that they were still blocking just to get out of the corner. Ooh, jeez. Ice Spear. Not enough though. Even with all the meters.
Oh. Delayed air dash over.
And the thing that was crazy about that is even though there was a little bit of the walk of shame walking into Ruby before she went up, Disorder was able to find the right side. Just didn't have the right altitude.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting an overhead to come at that point, but one of the woes of being stuck in the middle of a sandwich.
Get ready.
Here we go. Game 2.
Can't escape
Tectal
from
up 1-0.
crossing fate. Fight.
And Disorio's switching back to a Dachi. A Katsuki on point. A something. But yeah, just trying to get like a cleaner entry for Hilda, which it was okay. It's just a little bit of unfortunate things happened and a little bit of exchanges that happened right there. Blocks the super jump along. Gets confirmed from it too. Another overhead. One that can't really lead to anything at that point, but just a little bit of pressure. Active switch. I don't know if that active switch was everything that they were planning for. Something was missing.
Alright. Ooh, faded it out.
Really? You saw how that panned earlier, and that was still the get out plan, huh? And it's something that has to happen, but still.
Catches the bird. It's gonna be big damage.
Yeah. Doesn't use any meter though, but knowing that a safe jump is coming a little later, finding a hit with it as well immediately in the super just to make sure there's no burst. Yes, sir.
There we go.
What's the Yumi? I feel like that's the first counter we've seen hit out of Akatsuki, but far too late in this game, I believe. There's no telling what side that gunshot hit on as Yumi was getting over the top, but not the end just yet. Tectal just being very elusive, just staying in some hard to reach spots for Akatsuki. Not running away though, just still like being around and being an active threat, but just constantly coming from the high side and threatening the idea of letting Yumi slide in with a 4P afterwards.
Yeah, he was just using his movement and calling assist, playing pretty safe, pretty compact, just waiting to catch Dysphoria swinging into it.
And it sounds like Tectel is quite the bass master with a big catch. But whoa.
I see.
Whoa. Yo, these goons again?
Yeah. All right. Looks like this warrior got tired of the calculated geometry of Hilda and kind of just wants to run forward now.
I mean, Carmine is kind of Hilda. He just didn't have full screen overhead. Right? And the skewer is kind of slower. The quote-unquote skewer. But none of that really matters. All people look the same when they're getting safe jump on. If you jump low for the rebound, waiting for the burst, gets the punish on it with the assist.
Yep.
He ain't finding himself in the same scenario. He's gonna get safe jumped on. I said it was a safe jump, but it was just neutral jump to keep in the corner. Late air dash. And it was a good block by Dysphoria. And a 2B.
Yep. Alright. See if we get started. Oh no. Caught out there. That's gonna be burn mode though. Okay.
So down. Another punish on a burst.
Yep.
Tectel's looking far too sound this game.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Double overhead, the air dash, and that'll be 3-0. Tectel finding himself in winners finals again. Been a while since he's been here. He wasn't there in the last one, but gonna have to see how well he fares against Yui. Soria still has some games to work with, but it's gonna be a long trek before they could possibly see Tectel again, either in losers finals or grand finals. Gonna have to make it through Clay first. But that's something that might turn into an off-screen death, because I believe we're going to have, excuse me, semi-finals. From what I'm saying, it's winners finals.
Get ready.
I'm just laughing because like I look at challenge every now and then, and it's just never crossed my mind. Like I'm pretty sure I've read it and said that earlier, like at some point, but it's just never really sank in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tomato, but that's a rotten tomato right there.
Okay, so we're getting straight into it.
Let me show you what I've got.
This same teams.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
I feel like this is a matchup that's. Has this popped up in previous GB Online before?
Without looking, I can easily say it's happened at some point. Not this deep in the bracket, but pretty close to it. The only way I could be wrong is the fact that Tectel has had to fight through mini Achie. And this one is putting up quite the fight, actually.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good.
This is everything you asked. Yeah, this is everything you asked for out of Achie Daki. This is a masterpiece.
See if they can keep it together. Meteor. Yeah. Manages to get under them just barely.
Same side with the 6P as well. Cross combo. Doesn't get to confirm from it, but still leaving Ruby in quite a precarious situation. I'm not using that word again. It was too much for my brain. The throw picked up with Tomoe and I want to say, now I know that's not literally the case, but I want to say that Stray JB is the only thing of merit that Tectel did in that game. Because, bro, Yui just ran him over. Jeez.
Yeah. All right, going back into it again.
Get ready.
We'll see if Tactical gets to play this time.
Yeah.
Starting with the Yumi. Okay.
Has a slightly longer 5B to keep GA in check. Still has good jump buttons with the JA, but has the gunshot coupled behind as well. 4P as well. Like I keep thinking of Ruby 6P, but Tecmo makes such good use out of the 4P.
Yeah, it's very strong too. Ooh, DP's out. Okay, push box to not take the sandwich.
Sandwich wasn't the end of him in the last game though, so
Yeah.
still able to survive nonetheless. Good nice, GA. This is huge.
Oh, no punish.
I can't say he's not warmed up at this point. That was just straight boxing mania.
Yeah. It was a good block. DP's out.
The elusiveness of Yui.
Oh.
Not elusive enough though.
Yeah.
Stamps in another JC with an active switch as well. While not as clean as Yui's first game, this is looking like a return of domination for Texas.
Yeah. Okay, wake up for it.
A little bit of fight left. And just going off into the silent night. The thing that I had on the tip of my tongue was like, it's really easy for me to sit here and say this, but I was just under the impression with like the high block on the Zeodine right there, that seemed like such a prime time to activate Res. But
yeah.
at the same time, it was like, it's still a hard game. Let's go ahead and move on.
A long way to go.
Yeah.
Get ready.
See what's happening in game 3.
Can't escape from
It's just really a tale of offense.
Oh. 5B catches the 13.
Yeah, but it's too far out to really get the turn afterwards that Tector really wanted. JA's though, doesn't get the JC, a little too low for it.
Obvious this. Okay.
Let's clean this up.
There's some tags on it.
Oh, big happy birthday. She gonna fall out?
Not just yet. And I'm kind of surprised that Tecmo didn't run that for all it was worth, but still able to pick up the punish on the DP. So Atsu's gonna be gone. Chie left by herself. Actually has a decent res, but not enough to really mean anything. Especially when you get clipped on the backside like that.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be the game right there.
Probably it. Yep.
Should be the game.
Let's see.
Better be the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't commentate his first yet.
Look, man, sometimes you got to just step up and throw your head out there. Be willing to get it chopped off, man. Be like.
Gotcha. All right, that's 2-1 Tactile.
All right. And more importantly, this is the last 2. So, like, immediately stopping the parade that Yui was having in the first game.
Yeah. Yeah, they came out the gate swinging that first game.
Yeah.
Kind of ran everything, and then
tried in the second and third game too, because you got to remember, third game started with Herculean, but that was just checked with a 5B.
Get ready.
Have to see what kind of round openers we have here in game 4. Tectile trying to see if he can get one more move on into grand finals. Yui not done just yet. Trying to see if they can get the equalizer and lock us up to a piece.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
I'll see this time. 5B this time. Ever since somebody made the Persona comment to me like 2 or 3 zone breakers ago, The buttons just keep creeping up in my head. For the notations,
Yeah.
But even though that wasn't like the most damaging CC, that was a much better start for you. Aside from running into the 5A. Actually, running into the 5A meant so much at that point. But just like
Good
coming out and
indeed.
setting the tone. Yeah. Wasn't ready for
Yeah.
4P for some space as well. Speaking of 4Ps, gets locked down by the first one. Looking for the active switch on the second one. Burst coming.
First.
Ready for it.
Yeah.
Dumping 2 meters in so far. Gonna use all
Gonna do
4.
4. Take the 10K. Yeah. Oh, not quite enough though.
You had a good
But
round. Let's hit it
that
in.
cleans it up.
Yeah. Gonna be really hard at this point.
This should be the end.
Ooh.
これにて任務 I can't believe I actually got
And
to
that
fight
was
a real
just like
ninja.
being able to hold on and not really letting Yui able to get resettled in after the first CC.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like the first one led to a 2A starter, but there wasn't like a real like contained offense after that point, and that allowed Tectal to get a little bit of wiggle room, kind of put them both in a neutral scenario. And then I just remember Yui running into a 5A. Actually, it was running into the 5A at that point, which is where everything turned around. Because like I thought it wasn't big until that was like half of Chie's life, and she had to go sit on the bench.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Blue semis next. Okay.
I mean, it sure ain't gonna be grand finals. We ain't figured out who's there yet.
Yeah.
But since we have to sit here and wait for a match, you know what time it is, people. It's time to take a break real quick. I mean, it is Matcherino time. I'm not gonna short that or anything. You see everything for the Matcherino. I've said it quite a few times, but we can walk through it again. Exclamation point Matcherino pulls up the links. It's a link for both Grand Blue and BB Tag because Grand Blue hasn't paid out yet, but you're worried about BB Tag. Log in with your favorite social media. Use the code ZBTAG08. You can add 50 cents to the pot. You could also do some sponsor quests for some more free money. If you're feeling really generous, we'd be so thankful. You can add your own money to the pot as well. All right, went through that real quick. You have a second. Quick second, because we do have the match coming up. Go get something to eat real quick. Go get something to drink real quick. Go get some water. Drink some water. Stay hydrated. You've only got like 10 seconds. So if you decided to go to the bathroom and you're listening out, you need to come back. You better wash your hands, though. Best believe you better wash your hands. You better not come sit back in the spectator seat with no dirty hands. We ain't trying to have that around.
Mm-hmm. Now we're just waiting on Garfield again.
I mean, are you really surprised? It's Garfield. That's you can't rush Garfield.
That's
Comes when he's
true.
ready.
Yeah.
We just have to be thankful that this isn't happening on a Monday. We'd be waiting forever. I actually follow a Twitter account that sporadically posts like old Garfield comics.
Really?
Yeah. Like the old Sunday paper comic. Well, I can't even say old because it's just random ones.
Mm-hmm.
And it's posted some from like this year. So but it's posted some from this year and it posts as far back as like I want to say the beginning. Because I know I've seen some from like the 60s and I want to say the 50s, but like I do know I've seen some 60s ones in there and everything in between. It's just,
Gotcha.
one of the many accounts I have on my comics list.
Nice. There we go. The
Carter
legend Carter S. Garfield, aka Garfield Cart, coming through.
Get ready.
Still on Seth Hyde.
Get ready.
Yep. I guess he only ran that Ragnar team for the first set, I believe, of the tournament.
Yeah. Ragnar Ruby.
Ragnar Ruby, that's what it was.
Now, how can we best tease these two?
Do not underestimate them. Use your full
The way he's
power
been
and
playing,
win.
I really feel like this fits his MO more.
Let's see how
And
well the insulator
I
cuts.
can only
Just watch.
begin to imagine
Time to go to
that it
work.
sounds like a really good idea to have these two kind of characters to run at Hilda at this point.
Yeah,
Case
you
in
definitely
point,
want to have her under pressure at all times.
round start, be vengeance. That seems like a pretty good way to go.
Yeah.
And even though Desori is able to find some space to get a little bit of hit in, it's at the cost of meters. So that's something to be really mindful of throughout the game. Like, how many times is Desori going to have to push somebody away from Hilda just to get something started? That's going to eat away into the damage a little later down the road.
Yeah, she was even still getting hit a little bit after that action switch.
Right.
Ooh, that's some with the 4-2.
So action switch needed there. 4P again. Just to hold down the block.
Ooh, clips them both. The assist there. Doesn't get the combo though.
Yeah, those are two crucial drops right there. Ones that let Hilda live to see another day. Calling Katsuki in for Tatsumaki. Tatsu again. Not enough just yet. Go active switch. And just throw that A out there. Out there with the metal detector trying to find gold.
There's no escape. Impale
Right.
them.
I'm kind of surprised that you didn't hit there. But not gonna question it. Like, at least make contact. Sword rain again.
Guess he just wanted to catch him moving forward.
Possibly, or just like try to pin down and get in, force a little bit of meter out, which is what happened. So that is Desori with a little bit of meter advantage. If you can't use that, you're getting carted out of the game. Just one more look, flagged down by Hellbringer. Push block just to make sure no sandwich happens. Big DP.
Although
Curse your own helplessness.
from downtown.
The last thing on Hilda's mind, getting stabbed by some other sword projectile. Curse her luck. A fortunate outcome that Garfield will gladly take, along with the first game.
Yep, for sure.
Can't escape from crossing
Yeah, I
fate.
was like,
Akatsuki.
again, it's like there was the one game that Victoria had starting Hilda, and they tried it so many times. Oh, I don't want to say so many times. But tried it a couple times afterwards. Nowhere near that kind of success. And I think the thing that's really important about it is the fact that it just doesn't immediately throw a game away, but starts at a huge disadvantage because he hasn't really been able to do anything. Like these kind of tags, like even from like a burst, has been pretty good too. Like, look what's happening now. Garfield can't even hold forward. Like, the six pack is broken on a stick. By the time he finally gets to go in, Seth's leaking, doesn't want to go back in there anymore, but can't really run.
Yep. Big 2B. Baits the burst out, but it's jumps a little too far away. But he gets the hit afterwards.
He's as well going to be able to get rid of Akatsuki.
Yeah. Very good.
He's going to block it out. Tries to get around it.
It's not gonna kill, but
Now to get situational. Whoa! It's like half screen. That was like a Hilda DP. But the thing that's like not good about that, as you see, is like even though Garfield got the DP, it's a knockdown that he has to recover from.
Yeah.
So Hilda just texts away, which is where she wanted to be anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You hate to see it happen.
Yeah.
But still, that game working out far more better for Disoria. Able to get Hilda in and let her command from long range fire off the artillery.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Ring
ready.
in and
Alright.
shot to put us up one apiece.
Yep.
Let's see.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Ooh.
Bruh.
Okay.
He hot to my. I saw it this time. I believe that was a setup for a hard to blockable, or at least a really quick high low. But,
Yeah.
looking kind of good. Was waiting for the burst, but wasn't waiting long enough, I believe. Dashing 2A from Seth is a start from Garfield right here.
Let's see you smash through.
Tailbringer, that kind of up back, I think.
Let's see you try.
The sandwich was not.
Alright. DP worked out.
A little bit
Oh. Swung into that or jumped afterwards.
Gets into the corner, but Seth Hyde making a little bit of space. Double tailbringer. Second one coming from the cross combo. Steps in and takes the throw. And that was after freezing Akatsuki with the 2A just to make sure he wasn't running in on his own. Oh,
I see.
really? One of the ones that was kind of hard to see with all the noise in front of it. You saw that he was up there trying to put a hand in Hilda's face, but couldn't get there in time.
Yep.
Front side with the J. JB. I had to think of the button. We can hide a little bit. It's not my forte.
I just wasted all the resonance there.
Right. So pretty rough. There's a lot of meter though, but you can't really use meter. Can't use the meter to block that.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that really sold that as well wasn't just the 5C by itself, but the fact that some assist was still there. I literally forgot what it was, but the big thing is it makes it to where you can't push block away.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, is this about to be the longest Saturday of your life?
Get ready.
Oh, wait a minute.
Get ready.
Here we go again.
Okay.
Katsuki, Hilda not cutting it out, so
Can't escape from
get
crossing
some
fate. Fight.
stronger muscle with the Dachi.
I feel like this is the same switch that Zentai went for earlier in the tournament as well.
It was, I want to actually say it was Disorder. Somebody did. Yeah. You've seen this dynamic duo before. The results are kind of looking like the same though. JC. 6P is not there in time though. I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that because I mean somebody was getting hit, so let the guy with more health take it. Especially since Seth has like a low health modifier, and he's pretty crucial to the game plan overall. So we don't want stuff like that to happen. Bit of a drop from Disorder though, big drop. It's a second chance at some monster second chance too. Getting the pickup with the Adachi 4P, 5P, assist. Another one, 6P.
Ooh.
Wait, ooh, in the range on the 5A to get the punish on that.
That's on the bar. Yep.
Cheaper than 2. Holding on long enough, but blocking is.
Oh. That's a pick up.
That was an air ball.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, get the air blocking.
Right.
But then puts the foot out there. She gets smacked. Okay.
Is that really all you got?
So we're bringing it back.
2-2.
Mm-hmm.
That's not.
Get ready.
This could go either way as we find ourselves locked up 2 apiece going into the final battle. Who will move on? Who will move to
Can't
spectator
escape from
mode?
crossing
Here
fate.
we go. Sorry. Oh, Garfield. Out. Yo, that's the first time he's went to that today.
Don't screw this up.
I mean, there wasn't like a huge game from it other than a burst, which is big nonetheless, but just seeing the complete freeze out of everybody. And even though High dropped out, Seth is the bigger catch from that. Forcing High to come in with a burst. That was, I believe, an active switch. Hard to tell which side that was on, and that looks like the story's problem right there is left with a Dachi, doesn't have really a res to work with, getting tossed over to the side. Easy confirm. Couple of wards.
Ooh, clip low. That's probably not
Should be. That's another 2 meters, just try it. Easily done.
So, worthy enough for you? What a joke.
Alright, that's gonna be Garfield moving on. Face off against Yui for the chance to fight Tech.
These are some good games. Good games going on in the biggest ZoneBreakers online just yet. ZoneBreakers 8. This is the part where I'd like say Matcherino real quick, but we ain't got time for that. We're about to get right back in there.
We'll talk about it right before Grand Final.
It sounds like you better have your speech ready.
I mean, you got it, right?
Yeah, but I've done all of them.
You're the professional.
Get ready.
That
Get
implies that I'm getting monetary gain for this, which I'm not. Therefore, I'm on the same level you're at. You need to carry some weight.
All right, I'll try my best.
We'll get to it when we get there.
Yeah.
Because, like you were mentioning a little bit earlier, we still have one more match before the grand finale match, typically cited as the losers finals. I don't like calling them losers just yet because one of these two could take the entire thing. Yui still playing with Chie and a Dachi. Had a nice 5B, but it was a 5B that wasn't deep enough to cut into Garfield, Seth, and High.
Managed to make it out of there with the DP. Oh, baits that one out, but no punish on it. There's another one.
Second chance at him with the pause button. That's going to be more than enough time for Garfield to size it up. It's a hefty punish on it, but that doesn't deter you. We're going to do it again. Ooh, a walk exchange is running straight into a 2B. Here it goes to coast.
Ooh, good jump.
A long time since we've seen somebody jump away from that command throw, too.
Yep.
Yo, the defense! Defense!
Oh,
Out of the corner and
both of them?
dive.
Drops it though. But they're back in it.
Second chance of life.
There's gonna be a lot of... Oh, never mind.
So you thought Under? Oh,
Oh,
just
good
DP.
DP.
Wise decisions from Garfield. Just waiting. Stepping forward. Little advice. Oh, yeah.
That's a follow up there.
Yeah.
You guys weren't half bad yourselves.
It's a little too overzealous with the air dash there. And, it's going to be Garfield closing that first one up.
Mm-hmm.
And while that was a good game, there's some good things to point out in there for both sides. The thing that I think will really pay out for Yui in the long run is just being able to withstand sequences from Garfield. Because again, like the defense over on the right side, it was pretty immaculate, and that means so much more for Yui because they're gonna get like a lot more. Let me stop being fancy again. They're gonna get a lot more anytime Chie finds a hit that like Seth would find as well, right? I mean, Chie does far more damage, so more opportunity.
Let's see you try.
You gotta find the chance to strike it. Yui hasn't really had one just yet. Trying to let Adachi take the lead. Doesn't really pan out.
Swallow them. Let's see you
Good
try.
touch out of the corner.
Swallow them.
Still under pressure because of the orb. Okay, man, just get in.
And a lot of that was being able to maneuver away from the Palebringer, although I would say Garfield was a little too early on it. Nice catch.
Yep.
Swallow them. Swallow them.
Loose as well, loop the loop.
Okay. Oh, goes for the. Interesting.
Yeah. Standing reset, takes the first hit, jump in as well, so much time to prepare for the burst that's coming in. Chie, save for now, Adachi's not so much as Chie's gonna have to burst in again at some point, I believe.
Oh,
Using the
they
meter.
might both be. Oh, that's safe super. Okay.
Yeah? But even though it's safe is not the gateway that Yui needs to get back into the game, so it's another scenario where it's pretty rough out there. Counter hit 2B, reverse beating into 2A for the easy confirm afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Garfield going up 2-0.
Don't doubt it, man. Garfield kart, furious racing. It's a serious game. The Nebraska Florida man.
Oh.
The Storm Bringer, not the Storm Chaser, the Storm Bringer.
Mm-hmm. Want to see what Yui's got in the tank to bring this back. Those first two games felt kind of like Garfield controlled, pretty much everything.
I could agree with that. And it's really a tale of what Garfield's been doing the whole day. Like, he's threading a needle at this point. He's like walking a really fine line, dodging Adachi and Chie. But like whatever he finds, any contact, not specifically a hit, but just making somebody block something, does pretty well to maintain the pressure for a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we didn't really say anything about it, but I like the idea that you has, like, you were kind of wondering what they had in the tank. Starting Adachi just to let Chie come in cleanly one way or another. I think it was a burst, if I remember correctly, but it still was better than her having to fight out the gate. Now, she's not going to be able to get in to save Adachi, and there's 2 meters on the table, so Garfield can try for this, and he's going to go for it with the super. It's not going to be enough. Well, what's the scenario going to be after the fact? Or no good, Chie making space with the 4P, swap from the Zio, yes sir. Back into it. Okay, just taking a second Zio. I was scared for a second. Oh, had the up for it, but a bit of a drop from the Skullcracker afterwards.
Yeah.
Cross raid. I still want my second coat now.
Zombies got
Words. I'm gonna put it on somebody else's pad. Wow! Dodging
Oh.
the
That was a big read.
overzealous.
Hide.
ADT.
It's only making space though, because it's not like TA can really get it confirmed from it dumping all of the meter on the table.
Ooh. Okay.
But the big thing about it though,
It's not over yet.
keep going.
I was just gonna say, it looked like he was just trying to hold it on Seth so he could save Hyde's health
Right.
going in afterwards, which he managed to do.
The big thing Yui got away from that though was taking the meter away from Garfield too, from the push block. And then the other one's gone, so there's gonna have to be a res at some point just to get the meter back.
Yeah.
Garfield
Sinister.
feeling a little bit of the pressure to go in there. 'Cause he has the lead to work with a 2A coming out from Yui. Not gonna be enough to close around as of yet, but still leave you in a good spot to
Oh,
work the
he
rest
tried
of
it.
Oh, but just trying to
Man, he did not
navigate
hit
this
through Toboa at all.
Air Force out there.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay. Looks like Yui's bringing it back. At least putting themselves on the board.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Sticking
Get
with the Seth
ready.
Hyde, which no real reason to change it by now.
All right. And I would even think, even if this game goes south, there's no reason to get off. Like,
Let's see.
Can't
Mhm.
escape from crossing fate.
Garfield is just shown like too good of control of this team to really afford to give it up at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuck in the sandwich. You're ready for the swap.
I was gonna say it didn't take too much, but all those hits are adding up on Seth.
Quite easy. Again, doesn't really have the health to really take straight hits like that. So, Hyde's gonna have to do a lot of work to bring this back, and not really getting a chance to get started here. Still kept in check by Zeodai.
Yeah.
You see this clearly on Yui's mind with the up back just to maintain spaces.
And just kept. Gotcha, yeah. Back to neutral now. Okay, DP.
Rise up. Do it again. Oh, just slides through. I like the idea.
Okay.
Let's see.
Jumping away. Samoa still
Ooh,
pretty good
catch
DX
it up.
dive.
Try this on.
Ooh.
It was looking kind of scary with the last media there, but a hard burst bait could be a little too big of a read for Garfield. He
Yeah.
finds himself in a sandwich, and Seth's gonna go down. I'm still fighting though, and this is it's really reasonable for Hyde because he's gonna take so much life away with a level 4 red if he can ever get in there and make somebody block something.
Yeah, if he gets a chance.
Still has 5 seconds to work with meteors raining down. But he gets in.
Alright.
And there's no burst as well, but doesn't have the meter to close this out.
Yeah.
All you got. Eat it. Take. Swallow them whole.
EX orbital. Rebeating again, just trying to get a little bit more pressure. Finds a big 2B.
Boring.
Oh, but he drops the JC.
He might have even just been able to go into the EX Rekka
Possible.
How
for
did you
that
think
at the
this
end if he
would
was
go?
worried about the burst. But that's Yui bringing it back to 2-2.
Hey, where's my score at over here? Where's my overlay? There we go. I mean, we got it over here. Lupe's got it over here. You know, I'm trying to make sure production on the P's and Q's.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Garfield's ready to get back in here.
Yeah.
Get ready.
It's time to see if he can adjust the adjustments that Yui made.
Don't get hit.
Let's see
Yeah.
how.
Those
Can't
are,
escape from crossing fate.
it's a tall order of adjustments to ask somebody in front of the GA that, hello?
Let's see you.
Looks like they just weren't ready there.
I know, right? Like, wait a minute, you don't want to be going into game 5 like that. Even Yui was confused, like, is it this free?
Okay.
The DP out of Chie, like, we've talked about him, we've touched on him, but Yui has found so many crucial ones just to really thwart Garfield's offense.
Yes, Vengeance. Taken to the corner.
Getting Seth out as well, that's another big part of that piece. Front side. Front side again, but you know, still hanging on. It's only straight hits. The DZO doesn't really do a whole lot. And for all intents and purposes, it's still a pretty close game.
Okay. Oh, he ran into the sound?
Waited a long time too, just only for one opportunity. But this is huge right there. Getting a punish on the DP with an active switch, or with a cross combo, excuse me, should be the end of Adachi. And so that just leaves CA by herself, the level 4 resident, only chance that you have to make it to grand finals. I say it's Chie. Really, there's this could be Chie and Tomoe.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Wait, this is the scenario that we've seen earlier. Go to the backside. Doesn't really have any. Meteor just to make sure that Garfield
Gets clipped, and that's gonna be game.
Hey, now who won?
All right. That was a reverse sweep from UA, right?
Yeah. From a pretty precarious situation, down 0-2, was able to claw back up to grand finals, taking the set over Garfield 3-2 to get another stab at Tectal.
All right, so we're gonna have our grand finals up next. But real quick, because you know we're gonna have to be waiting for Tectal for a little bit. We should talk about the match arena.
You should talk about the match arena. I told you it's your job.
Yeah, like I was just letting production know that that's what we're about to do. Right?
You do it. Production got it covered. Quit stalling.
Anyway, you can see on the slides. I have it in the chat as well. Click the links. There's codes for each game. Obviously, BB Tags what's on right now, but Blazblue's still up there. You log in with whatever social media you want. Put the code in. It's free 50 cents for the pot. If you'd like to, there's sponsor quests you can click on as well. Follow them. They'll add a little bit more money. And it's all for free. And there's the additional opportunity if you'd like to put in your own money to support some of these players that are showing you these really nice moves.
That was pretty good.
All right, thanks.
Kept it fairly compact. Made sure to use the slide as well, so you weren't really reading everything word for word. So, you know, I approve.
All right.
Excuse me? Yeah. I looked over at the screen and
this is the answer.
No, it's a question.
Shall we move on? Wow! Kimono sense! Anata geisha?
So we're going with Celica Seth.
Yeah. And as big as the question mark is over my head, I don't fault Yui for trying. I feel like Yui tried this before in an early zone somewhere. Yeah, I feel like I've seen this too. But you have to think about this logically, right? Winners finals was not pretty. So something's got to change. Why not try another team? And
it's looking good so far.
Oh yeah. Ruby hasn't been able to do anything.
Ooh.
Yumi's not looking too good either, right? A little too low to get the JC, so Celica's gonna worm her way out with Minerva.
Okay.
Finds another hit. And there's no burst there. That was a big drop. That could have been the end of Yumi.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Save this one.
Yeah. Tecto's getting a couple of fortunate breaks here, but still in the hot seat against Yui. Ruby's gonna get to come in and play a little bit, but not for long. I thought. Yeah.
Tecto's just trying his best to try and knock Seth out the sky.
Yeah.
But
It's just fine. Some footing on the ground. Yui's just really good. Keeping the pursuit on, not letting anybody breathe for a second. Yumi's gonna go down, Ruby by herself.
Ooh,
Hits the kick. The break that you need. Didn't have any meter though, so gonna need to take one more look. Ooh!
This place is now.
all right.
I can't even say the American special, the ArcSys special, right?
Yeah.
When in doubt, Tekken and press buttons. Some people say that is the move that scrubs do, but it has worked all the way up to the pinnacle of Blazblue championships. You just tech in and you press the buttons.
Yep. Sometimes you gotta have the courage to go forward.
From crossing fate. Fight.
Okay, starts with the overhead. Alright, it looks like Tecto's trying to play this one slow. Ooh, good GG.
The big thing he really needs to do, especially when he's looking at Celica, is take the time and find clean shots. Because it's not like the screen's going to be littered with orbs for when Seth is on point. And I feel like that was the real problem. Even switching to Yumi, even though this is mainly to let Ruby get some life back, try to get as most EAC out of the team as physically possible, but still having a useful character to work against Celica. Active Swift wasn't ready for the burst. Ooh.
Yeah, that was a happy hit there. Wow.
A big gift to give you.
Okay. Ooh, just runs in the orb trying to clear it, I think.
Yeah.
You're still in there.
Really trying to find stuff up in the air, but
Sneaks to the 4P. Cashes out.
was looking for a DP there, but only finds a 5A. There was a 5A that gave Tech a little bit of life, but not too much.
Hold them
Okay.
Putting on a different shoe this time, he's on the run for a bit.
Forgets about the orb.
And
There's
that
another
one.
one.
Yeah. See, this is what I was talking about. Like, wait a minute.
Big happy birthday. Celica's gonna make it out, I think. Yeah.
She probably doesn't feel like it. She probably wishes she was gone at this point. Waiting for the DP, but attack, keep everything alive. Celica's gonna take a silent death in the backside. Trying to low profile out of it. What's the sandwich?
Orb's still there. Okay, blocked it.
Yig's vengeance.
Resonance.
Ooh! Orb again. This way was only meant to keep Tecto from running, so wasn't one that you were really looking for. Used to convert for them because of Res gets a super afterward, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Oh! Can't get it confirmed from that because that's not Narukami.
Well,
Yeah, that's Ruby.
yeah.
If you want to play in the air with her, you're playing in her domain. JA is a pretty good button. It's just a bit of a scrappy game that Tecto was able to hold on to, keep it even enough to where once Celica went down, Seth was, I don't want to say easy pickings, but more of a vulnerable target.
Yeah. Okay.
Get
Yeah, you were sticking
ready.
with it. I think there wasn't anything wrong with the team there.
No,
They did all right the first game, and they did fine the second game too. Just slipped away from them a little bit at the end.
concur.
It's this way for sure.
See what we got in game 3.
Mm-hmm.
いいえ、忍びです。どっちにしても超クール。
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Ruby's too happy for that.
Okay.
Challenging the frames from a high dive kick with a 2A. Is this a sandwich? I was looking for the empty jump.
Delayed overhead. Go ahead and cash out. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is the same scenario as last game. You have Celica damn near gone already. And you see that Tentacle is really looking for the burst. Can't find it just yet. And that frees up some space for Yui.
Okay.
To eventually get a super, just wall tag in Seth. There it is.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta let Seth get some health back, but Seth's taking a beating right now.
Yeah, got whiff punished for trying to reach up to Ruby. Yumi coming in and giving her a little bit of a break. But speaking of using your partners for good use, Celica coming in and giving a little space for Seth. Bro, just shun it off.
Oh.
It was, and so it's funny that Tecto got what he wanted. All right, so Tecto was running it and he was looking to bait a throw, right? And if Yui like had a sharper option select on 2As, that wouldn't have happened. But because of that, 2 A's came out, and that was all that, or that was the time that Tecto needed to come in and get the punish afterwards. Like, it's, I don't want to just straight up say, oh, Yui was just mashing 2A. I want to give the benefit of the doubt and say that was possibly a subtle but important mechanical error or a mechanical flaw if Yui can't do that.
Yeah.
Because it and this is a fundamental thing. Like, this goes beyond BB. This goes beyond traditional and anime games. It's like, if you have a button that you can chain into a second one, especially a short, and you can press it fast enough to where only one of them comes out, that means so much in a scenario like that. Because that goes into like getting your second 2A punished into just being able to check somebody being in your face.
Yeah.
Even with that, I want to say I hope Yui doesn't switch, because that was just like a real specific and unfortunate thing that caused everything to spiral out of control. But it sounds like it's the green light to bring Green Jacket Girl back out.
Yeah.
This is one of the many things that's always bothered me in fighting games. I keep saying I'm just gonna learn the Persona characters, their titles, and I never remember them. I never remember them.
Can't escape from crossing
That would be a good
fate.
intro for Chie right now, because she kind of needs all the help she can get at this point. Looking good though, forcing the burst out of Ruby. Ooh, with a big JD on the backside.
Let's clean this up. Sick 'em, kids.
Full screen sandwich.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, the timing on that is why that happened. It just looks awkward. Solid push knock out of Teckle, and that was another awkward thing, just not having the spacing for the JB to hit afterwards.
Well, interesting. Wonder if that was supposed to be active switch something.
Possible.
You just got DP. Going pretty well for Yui though.
Right.
But they've got to make sure to close out against Teckle's Ruby, which is a tall task.
A lot of things working in Yui's favor though. Like, it's only level 3 res, most of the time gone. Cross combo right here. It's okay.
Not quite, but
It's okay.
very close.
It's still okay. We blocked.
Just one hit away. There you go. The J takes it.
And done.
He's getting warmed up to the switch. That's what it is.
Alright, Texas is 2-2, so we're on reset point.
Possibly tournament point as well. There's no possibly. It is tournament point.
Yeah.
A lot riding on this game right here. either a payout or another set. At this point, I can say either a salary or another set.
Try to take our dynamic duo.
Yeah, you definitely right
Can't
about
escape from crossing fate.
Again, Texel's looking to see if this will be the 7th straight zone breakers that he takes in with a fadeaway JB to match a Herculean bracket to start looking well on his way. That's push block, but it was far too late to get what he wanted, so still stuck in the sandwich. Hard base and Yui looking for a burst. Nothing there though. Texel just removing himself from a bad situation. Says he didn't want to participate in this thing.
Yeah.
Looking for the active switch, not there though.
Ooh. Gets caught with the low.
And I like that again for you. Still looking for the burst, but that one was a lot easier to look for at that point. To the backside. Still looking for him again, but like slider hesitation. And the jump back, like he knows that there's got to be a burst coming at some point, but Texas not giving it just yet. But that one wasn't detrimental for it all. Herculean just to get out of there. Didn't want anything to do with it. Excuse me. 4P.
Okay.
Time. There it is. Waited so long and didn't get the pointers on, but still in a pretty good situation. DP in the corner.
There's a DP with throw. Oh.
Takes the throw.
Yep.
That's a big one. Taking a little bit of the wind out of the sails, trying to pump for another jump over again into the corner. Baits a DP out.
Or DP.
Yeah. And Yui's falling apart right here. This feels really familiar to Yui games right here, where like under pressure you start seeing throw text, raw text, DPs coming out, and just all sorts of flailing and panicking. Some buttons coming out just to try to get a little bit of space. Res as well, high in the air, and you still see active defenses. You're gonna have to take at least one more guess. Leaving Ruby in the front, jumping away to get Meteors to stall out a little bit more. Regain a little bit of control.
Gonna use push left? Yeah. No meter left.
Yeah. For either one of them, because you just used 8 meters and still can't get in. But he's winning though.
Oh,
it's a DP.
DP works out. Oh, gets clipped. Oh, got reset there too. Says. Ooh.
Like that.
Is this gonna be enough?
I mean, gonna get another meter for it.
Not quite. Yeah, not quite.
Jump away. Oh.
Oh. You know, I think he tried to do that DP earlier in the air to try and catch the activation of meteors.
I think so, but
the button came out.
Between your legs.
It be like that.
Yeah. Well, that's the reset.
Yeah. The break that Yui needed, because that was getting a little too close for comfort. I got really scared when Yui was coming down out of the corner, took the air dash out and was looking for the JA, but didn't get the cross up hitbox from it.
Get ready.
Which is that looked like the most ironic thing in my mind. It was like, you know, if this was the game where she came from, she could have just turned around. Let me get off that horse. We got another set to play. Everybody's a loser at this point. JA still looking really good. Can't pull all the way down to a skull cracker though, but the setup for another cross combo. Delayed air dash A, taking a page out of Texas playbook. It's low. It's denied and switch to Yumi, but Yumi's already taken a decent amount of health so far. Pretty crucial jump to get over the ZO9. Away from the 6 just tagging Adachi in the backside, letting him know he can't linger around for free.
Okay. A lot of these Zeos coming out.
Oh yeah. Good thing they don't do a lot of chips.
Yeah.
5C.
Oh, spins a meter. Alright. Looks fun. First in.
Still gets punished with a 5C.
Yeah.
The old black spot. Like thinking back to.
Ooh, drops it.
And I want to say you've been somewhat inconsistent with the power charge conversions as well. It's gonna be another one to come back and haunt.
Let's clean this up.
Damn, 6 active switch.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's fuzzy.
Yep. Oh, meter's been peppy though. Oh.
Falling JA, doesn't get the full confirm from it. You still in a pretty good position, still jumping into a JA. Sandwich?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a confirm there. Didn't have the meter for it. And you just see him holding up back, looking for the burst, but what is time for Chad to come and find the hoop? It's okay, it's okay.
Okay. Oh.
You had a good run.
Yeah, that was a break that you needed at this point.
Let's clean this up.
Probably gonna have to fight through res though.
Let's put it in.
Putting on the pressure. Can we take the second
Oh.
one? Slid in the corner somehow.
Yeah.
How's that?
And I like the idea from Yui right there, just really feigning and jumping and trying to bait out of any air, no going.
They're just
gave,
running.
gave a cat and mouse.
Let's clean this up.
They both have full meters to work with. Woo! The skates on that girl though.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Had the real skaters stuck to stay low, slide to the other side, stick out the 5A, and get the first game here in a reset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, like the numbers would show, or at least the health bars would show. Another competitive game.
Yep. Definitely.
Get ready.
Just try to take our dynamic.
What? Can't escape from
Here we go.
crossing fate.
Game 2.
Fight.
I got you. Yummy.
Liking the idea of Echo right there. We've seen Dragon Kick starts to come out of Yui quite a few times. Dragon Kick 16 to try to immediately start a sandwich, so it's jumping up as well. I feel like it's one of the rare times that Tekka wasn't really looking for a burst there, but kind of one where it's like, I mean, it's perfectly fine if you want to do it. It's still so far behind, like, kind of have to at some point. Tekka's able to ride the momentum, use 4 bars. She's already gone before I can really finish my introduction. 5A, just keep UA to run it in. There you go, raise back the switch, 2 bars. And yeah, so game 2, that was the thing that happened. Game 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prepare for that one.
Yeah. Oh, we've seen Yui do the reverse 3-0 before,
Right?
but see if they've still got enough in the tank to do it again.
Get ready.
So they've played a lot of matches recently.
Yeah. Been chilling on stream for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget the warm-up. Now let's do this. Wow!
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Cover me.
Obvious.
This time Tekka was jumping back since the round started away from the 5B of Yui. It was too early on the anti-air there. He's ready to come down with a punish. The backside. Don't think Yui really wanted to be there, especially with something like that happening. It's catastrophic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Epic.
yes, well.
Ready
Yep.
for the burst too.
Mm-hmm.
Met him with the 2B, using the end ball. The head ball. Probably trying to jump away. Let me get one more look. Safe jump. Doesn't want it.
Yeah, he had the burst, but you gotta give one of them up.
Yeah.
You had a good run. Targets used
Okay. It's like the center screen.
Oh,
Get it into this.
dude, it's not a good situation.
Not at all. That's
Yeah.
pressure. Not really Yumi's problem, as Ruby 4P had that covered.
Ruby!
Mm-hmm.
Yumi!
Ruby's face had that covered, and she ate that for breakfast. Easy pickup for Yumi. It's gonna be the second game for Tectal. Or is that
Mm-hmm. That was the third.
that was the third? I'm not
Yep.
crazy, okay? I looked
Yep.
over and I forgot game 2 was a thing.
It was.
I
game
literally
2 was
beat
very
it out of
fast.
existence, dude. Oh, all right. So let me back up with that. And with that, that leaves Tectal as our ZoneBreakers 8 champion, holding on in the reset, able to clean it up. 3-0. Good looks from Tectal. Able to withstand the brunt of Yumi's offense. Yumi taking second place. Good look from Yumi. And one of the surprise visitors from Nebraska or Florida, we don't know where, Garfield Cart holding it down in third place. Bro, I can't believe that second game. But that's something I'll get to analyze a little bit later, because if you want to go back and review the matches as well, catch up on some of the hype you might have missed if you had to get up and go to the bathroom or something, the VODs will be up shortly. But sounds like that's going to be it for ZoneBreakers. 8th installment. Don't stray too far, because I'm assuming in 2 weeks we're going to have another one. You know, we actually got Blue off the ground this time, and again, this was the biggest Blazblue cross tag battle that has happened. Had 12 entrants, a record number. Have to say thanks to all the participants that came out and came to do battle, gave us some good games. Thanks to the streamers and all the commentators and everything. But the most important people, I guess the second most important people, still really important people nonetheless, is you, the viewer. Because no matter what, you know, this tournament can still happen, but somebody's got to watch it, right? So thank you for your time today or in the future. You got anything else, man?
Nah, I think you covered it all. Thanks for watching.
All right, we out of here. Peace.
Peace.